What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing today? Look here. Women, you have value. You have value. I don't know what the hell's going on. They done put something in the water. They done put something in the water because a lot of these men is going slap ass crazy. I'm trying to tell you. Lord. Oh Lord. I woke up. Okay, first of all, last night, okay, I came on here and I did a impromptu podcast. Yes, I'm gonna have to start calling them podcasts because I'm gonna have to just make this platform into a podcast. That's right. Uh, to lift every voice of every woman. We will not be downtrodden. Mm-mm. Last night I had to come on here and just air out my thoughts, my opinion, and something that you can read in books. Y'all go back and check it out. It was a podcast talking about women. I mean, we are the ones who bear fruit. When female trees bear fruit, the female tree. Okay. Now, I got a comment. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me just go back because I did get a comment on that podcast that I want to address as well. Might as well do it live. And women, we're going to get into you as well, having value, okay? My people, my peeps. Okay. So last night I did a podcast and the title was Only Female Trees Bear Fruit. Okay, let's talk. Well, let's do it. Let's get in here and let's talk, okay? Only female trees bear fruit. Okay, guys. So I'm multitasking, by the way, at this time as well. So I did get a comment, and let me see if I can pull it up on this device, Deborah. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see. Let me turn this down and pull up this comment. If it'll let me pull it up on here. As you come in the building, go ahead and hit the thumbs up because, ladies, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you when you come out your mama's womb. I'm here for the young baby girls, and I'm here for the older women. Ladies, I don't know what's going on. I went to bed last night after having this podcast, and then I wake up this morning, and I'm still hearing this craziness regarding women, and always wanted to take the value of women, especially downtrodden and oppress the value of a woman, and if she's in her later life, time in life, 50 and up. Boy, they hate the women that's 50. I told you, pressure, baby. Pressure. And we burst pipes. There's a lot of pipes bursting around here. You see it in the men, they blood vessels in their neck. When they talking about women, especially women who are 50 and up, when they talking about the women don't have no value, the pressure, that's a pipe. It's getting ready to burst. You might want to calm yourselves down, brothers. You might want to calm yourselves down because we are in the time, in the age, going into this golden era of where women, okay, will be teachers too. Yes, you didn't know women will teach and prophesy. I know it. Some of these men hate life. Some of them done ran from, they have church hurt. They done ran from church to church to church and platform to platform to platform because they can't oppress the people they want to oppress. They can't get what they want out of the people, and they run here, there, to and fro. Okay? They mad. They're angry. I'm going to let you know, ladies, you got value. That's right. That's right. Let's get a hand clap for the ladies, the babies, and the grown women. That's right. What's up, God? What's up? Yes, you have value. Okay? I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't care if you're 102 on your deathbed, ladies. Shriveled up, wrinkled up. You have value. Yeah, laying on your deathbed. You know why you got value? Because you're still here laying on your deathbed. Because if you didn't have value, let's get into it today. If you didn't have value, the Most High would take you smooth up out of here once you birth forth them children. I'm trying to pull up this doggone comment as I'm speaking to you from last night's podcast. But we're going to talk about value. Okay. What's up, young Rizza? How you doing? I'm glad you stopped in. Drip King is in the building. Y'all give it up for these men that came through to support a sister. And my moderator is in the building, so don't y'all trip, okay? Do not trip over here because he will handle business and get you smooth up out of here. Okay? So, if the Most High only felt that the women didn't have value but in their youth, when they're only be able to bring forth the babies and the fruit, that's right. This ties all into last night's podcast, last night's show. We go back to the dust from which we came. That's right. We go straight back to the dust from which we came right after we gave them babies their nourishment. Okay, because obviously the men don't think the women have enough sense to even give the babies they teaching, they lessons. All the women is good for is spreading open them legs in their youth. And then get gone. Get in the kitchen and get in that bedroom. That's what the man, I'm hearing word on the street. Okay, this YouTube street is that's the only value a woman has. And I tell you, that's a lie and the truth ain't. And you listen to the devil. That's right. You're listening to the devil, and the devil is feeding you lies. Okay. Okay, y'all, hold on. I'm trying to get over here, but let me see. It's trying to prevent me from reading this comment from last night, because before I really get into it, I want y'all to go ahead and give a thumbs up for today's broadcast. Go ahead and do that for me while I'm looking for this comment. Y'all go ahead and do that for us, sister. Get the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me see if I can get this comment here. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Good Lord, good mercy. Oh my, it's so small. Well, let me see. I'm gonna read it for you guys. Let me get close over here. Okay? I'm on a smaller device. I'm on the laptop. Not the laptop. I'm on the iPad. Okay. So I had a comment, and if you want to read it, you can go in. This is from last night's show. Okay. And the comment reads, "Greetings. Sorry that you encountered the brother that may not have ever been a part of the bloodline, okay? Disrespecting you." So y'all have to go back and watch the whole broadcast, okay? So you can understand what happened last night when I was talking about only female trees bear fruit, okay? And you'll understand this comment. And it goes on to say, "And we do not disrespect the daughters of Zion." Okay, so this is a brother who is coming in to defend my honor. Because it's some of them out there, y'all. It's some of them out there. Okay. He says, "We do not disrespect the daughters of Zion." But it's a lot of folks a lot of men act like they serving the Most High Yah, and they ain't serving nothing but their own selves and they wallet, and they bank account. Okay, that's the only thing they serving. Okay, but this brother came onto my platform and he said, we do not disrespect the daughters of Zion. Okay, hallelujah. Okay, hallelujah. Let's go ahead and give that brother a hand clap. That's right. Okay, and the real bloodline. Okay, y'all. Now, sister, he wants to correct me saying about the trees. Now he don't have to correct me, but I'm just gonna say he really didn't, because if he listened to the full broadcast, he would have heard what a sister said about parthenogenesis and things of that nature. So, and if you don't know about parthenogenesis, women are the only ones on this planet that are able to even recreate themselves without men. Did you know that? Interesting. But it's just a little knowledge. Sometimes you got to sit back and read and understand some things, okay? But he was, and it wasn't even about orange trees, the specific species of trees, but he was, because there's different types of orange trees, bushes, so on and so forth. But I didn't want to get into semantics with the brother, because he did come in trying to, respect the system. And he was saying that some, let me go directly to the source. Hold on. Now, sister, you are correct in stating that some trees, such as dates, palms, and willows, requires a female tree to bear fruit. Now, in the broadcast, I didn't go into specific trees, but he's, stating that I did, but I didn't. Let me see if it says read more. Brother wrote two paragraphs, y'all. So I'm kind of skimming over this comment, but we just, getting to it. So he's saying requires a female tree to bear fruit, as noted in nature. However, orange trees do not follow this pattern, because last night I had commented on another brother's podcast, because he was walking and I noticed all these gorgeous orange trees, which he noticed too. And I said, goodness, those are some beautiful female trees, because you rarely see female trees in neighborhoods, residential area. You never see them. You will have to be in the countryside to see female trees bearing fruit. Okay, I understand that some species are able to be or have that gene parthenogenesis, that they birth themselves, just like some animals in nature, such as seahorses. They birth themselves. They are the male and the female. I'm not talking about in humans, hermaphrodite. I'm talking about parthenogenesis, being able to reproduce without the semen. Okay, because women, we birth you men, so obviously that is within us as well. Okay, so, but it's called parthenogenesis. I'm just kind of being funny. Okay, so then he goes on. However, orange trees do not follow this pattern. According to biological structure, orange trees have hypo, whatever that is, flowers containing both male and female reproduction organisms. Okay, the same thing as parthenogenesis. Okay, so then he goes on to say, let me see, or allowing them to self-pollinate and produce fruit without a separate, male or female tree. While the biblical reference fruit-bearing trees in passages such as Genesis 1, 11, 12, it does not specify orange trees, as they were not native to the biblical lands. So I wasn't talking about which trees was native to the biblical land and which I was not. It wasn't even that. But anyway, let the brother have it. Let the brother have it. Okay. Where are we at? Hope this brings clarity to your claim stated in the live recording. Shalom and blessings. So I was like, okay, that was cool, but I really wasn't talking about which trees belong in America, which trees is biblical to Afghanistan and different parts of Africa. And that's not what I was saying. I was talking about biologics, okay, and farming, and just how a man can get triggered just because he heard the word female. That's what went on last night. This man heard female trees, and it wasn't even trees that triggered this man, not the gentleman that commented, but I'm talking about the doggone man whose live stream I was on last night. The word female triggered this brother so tough. He was pissed the hell off. Put me on mute, y'all. Put me on mute. Okay, so it wasn't about where trees come from. Da, da, da. Okay, and all species of trees. I already know, like I said last night. Okay, all women don't possess parthenogenesis, but it's a rarity that there are some women that out there that still have that gene that can reproduce without a man, and men do not carry that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going that deep with it. It's just the fact that y'all man need to stop getting triggered when y'all hear the word feminine. I'm starting to believe y'all really undercover backdoor lovers. Okay? Okay? And I'm not talking about the gentleman who dropped the comment. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about these men that get really pissed off when they hear the word feminine or female. I mean, this man was triggered last night, okay? But anyway, let me read my response. Thank you is my response. Okay. See, we could have had a conversation. I was saying, referring to the orange man. Okay, I'm gonna call him the orange man, and I'm not talking about Donald Trump. Don't y'all Trumpians get upset, okay? I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about the orange man last night, the Hebrew Israelite that got upset because I said female, baby. Okay, female trees at that. Okay, all right. Just, oh Lord, female trees. Oh girl, let me tell you, it triggered this man tough. But anyway, I replied. I said thank you to the comment that was just read. I said, see, we could have had this conversation had the brother been wise. Okay, period. Yes, I know that all species do not require a male and a woman to bring forth life. Okay, so I just clarified. I already, I know what he's talking about. There are women that have parthenogenesis in themselves that do not need a man to bring forth life. It is crazy how some men don't even want you. Hold on, let me read more. It is crazy how some men don't even want you to mention the aspect of femininity or being a female. It's just it ticks them off. It triggers them some kind of way. It's wild. It's wild how these men out here, hey, welcome in. So that was my reply to the brother. Welcome in, Tanya. Welcome in. So let me get Tanya on the board, on the screen. Welcome in. Glad you're here today. So we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about because I went to bed last night. I had a good old time. I had a laugh and a giggle. I sure did. I had a laugh and a what? A doggone giggle. Okay, surely did. Cause I'm 50 plus. Do you want to know my age? Go do your research, honey. Okay, I'm the age woman, and I'm here to inform you, ladies. Okay, I'm here to inform you, ladies, that I wake up to some more mess on the street, men going slap ass crazy. You can't hide your message and other messages. I'm telling you, I'm a seer. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. And guess what, Tara? I'm an aged woman, and I am of the bloodline of the Most High Yah. Holla back if you hear me. Go on, give me a round of applause. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we're going to get into this because I will not. If I had to go part-time, let me say it again. If I had to go part-time and schedule me a day specific to come on this platform to build up a podcast to uplift every woman, girl, baby girl, and elderly woman, I will do that. I will do it. I'm tired of hearing these delusional, crazy ass, mad ass, hurt ass, don't have no ass men, okay? On these platforms going slap ass crazy about a woman. If the Most High didn't want women or felt that these women, all of us, had no value after a certain age, partner, then you wouldn't be here. And Abraham, that's right, Father Abraham wouldn't have all these doggone children because he wouldn't have had Sarah. Okay, we're going to get into it. He wouldn't have Sarah, his wife, an aged woman. Huh? An aged woman at the age of 80 plus, having babies. But he told her to wait. Wait on who? The Lord. Wait on who? The Lord. You don't know the plans of the Most High Yah. None of these men that's walking on this earth know the plans of the Most High Yah, and none of you lives unless they've been given the God doggone message from the Most High Yah to prophesy unto you. So if you ain't had no angels come into your dreams, your vision, or walk and knock on your doggone tent, your door, like Sarah and Abraham did, two strange men, they were cloaked as men. They was angels. They came knocking when Sarah is plotting, because she's so desperate to have children, because she done listened to men that had podcasts. She done listened to these men who had podcasts out here telling her she wasn't worth nothing because she was past 50. Yeah, she ain't worth nothing because she was past 60. Because Sarah was up into her 80s plus hundreds, baby. Because they lived a long life, honey. She done listened to these podcasts, Sandman podcasters back in the day. Because they was around. They been around. They always been around. The devil's minions. Always been out here bumping they damn gums about a woman. Okay? She done got into her head. She getting too old to bear fruit. She plotting to send her dog or handmaiden to give her some babies. Until these angels, disguised as men, cloaked as men, came a knocking, okay? And Sarah with her hospitality, okay? Welcome. Let me let my husband know we got business, because back in the day, they had hospitality. Those Southern folks, they Southerners. That's right, my people. Southern hospitality. Let me go pour you some iced tea. All right, what you like? Some lemonade? Let me go on and get that. Let me go on and talk to my husband while I go on in the kitchen and get y'all some of this lemonade. You know, I'm just going to be in the next tent, but you know, let me go hook you up. Okay? So as these angels sent from the Most High Yah, talking to the doggone husband, Abraham, Father Abraham, what y'all men so proclaim y'all are under following? I am of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God darn it. While y'all proclaim that y'all of the bloodline, Father Abraham had an 80-plus-year-old woman. And if she wasn't worth nothing, she would have been in the dirt. She would have been in the ground. Because the Most High Yah would have said, I need to send a young thing on over there to Abraham. Something popping. Something stopping the traffic as she cried. That booty popping and them titties sitting up right. I need to go here, send that right on over to Father Abraham so he can bring forth the nation. Oh, no. That's not what happened. Oh, no. Most High sits high and looks low. The Most High sits high and looks low. Okay? He already seen them sand podcasters putting out that rhetoric, that garbage about how you need to be popping. You need to be young. And you need to be hot. Your skin need to be tight in order for you to bring forth some fruit, some children. And Sarah done listened to these old woolly lumps. She done got in her head that she need to be popping. You know what I'm saying? Her body need to be right. You know, all the falsehoods that you hear on these internet streets. You know what I'm saying? It was in the sand dunes. You know what I'm saying? It was in the sand dunes back in the day. So Sarah done invited the men, the angels. They in there talking to Father Abraham. Sarah and them making tea, a little lemonade, because, you know, they might not like the same thing. So she making a spread. Because that's, you know, these ladies, you know how to season food, make stuff taste right. Okay, we know how to put that flavor on something. So she making a charcuterie board, however you say it. She in the kitchen getting it right. Her old ass. That's right. But you know what? Abraham loved that old woman. Sure did. Because he still was with her. Okay? Abraham loved that old woman. Okay? So they in there. The angels came for a specific reason. Nah, bruh. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, y'all. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Abraham, them angels ain't come to Abraham. You know, the problem is these men always think the angels and the Lord always come to send a message to them. Always like they the only special ones walking this earth. No. The Most High sent them angels because he had a message for Sarah. That's right. For Sarah. So Abraham sitting there, Sarah in the kitchen of the tent right next door. You know, tent might be a little thin because the kitchen, you know, kitchen little area. So she can hear the conversation. She can hear the conversation. The angels, the messengers of the Lord is in there talking to your father if you are the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, renamed as Israel. If you are the bloodline men, they in there having a conversation about that old woman in the kitchen getting some damn cookies, Kool-Aid, whatever she felt like she needed to put on that doggone tray. But she ear hustling. You know, women, we go ear hustle, okay? We gonna do that. Oh, Lord. She ear hustling. Because they in there, them angels, having a conversation about her, that old ass woman. That's right. You beautiful old ass women. Don't listen to these crazy ass men out here talking about you on the low. But some of them talking about you on the high, honey. She hear that the angels done said, Sarah gonna have babies. Sarah, let me tell you something. While we talked about trees bearing fruit. Hallelujah. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on. I feel a spirit. Woo, you better stop it. I feel a spirit, y'all, of the Most High, y'all. While we talked about female trees bearing fruit yesterday, okay? The Most High, y'all came and told the male form of the tree, in the form of Abraham, that the female tree was going to be the mother of all the nations. Yeah. So why y'all always up in y'all church houses singing about Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. Y'all forgot to say Sarah, Mama Sarah had many sons, and many sons had Mother Sarah. I am one of them, and so are you. Because there wouldn't have been no children without Mother Sarah. Hallelujah. Come on, give her a hand clap. Y'all better rewrite a song for Mother Sarah while y'all always praising men. Them angels came down for a specific reason, had a specific message, and it was about that old woman in the kitchen. And she was even shocked. Them angels said that Sarah gonna bring forth the nation. I'm paraphrasing. You already know. Sarah gonna bring forth. Now, Sarah in the kitchen ear hustling. She in the kitchen ear hustling. And what she do? Instead, she didn't want to laugh out loud. You know what I'm saying? She giggled to herself, laughing to herself. Laughing to herself. Ain't nobody hear her laughing to herself but herself. You know, that's a gift too, if you didn't know. Some people not able to have even a conversation in their mind. They can't even talk to themselves. Okay? They can't even talk. That's a gift from the Most High Yah. That means you can hear the spirit, baby. That means you can hear the spirit. That means if you can hear yourself in your own mind laugh or have a conversation with yourself, you in the car and you tell yourself, don't go over that nigger's house and act a fool and throw them eggs. Pump your brakes. Don't go acting a fool. If he want to go over there creeping and cheating, let that fool go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have been in them situations. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to yourself and yourself, calm yourself down. That's a gift from the Most High. Yeah, that means you can hear the spirit of the Most High. Yeah, okay. Message. Okay, so Sarah in the kitchen, her old ass, laughing to herself. Okay. And she said it took her, I ain't gonna be able to have no children. I'm too old. Because I've been listening to these sand podcasters talking about how old women have no purpose in life. Old women, if they don't have a purpose, they need to be dead, basically. Okay? Sarah thought it was quite hilarious because she believed in a lie. That's why she thought it was funny. She believed in a lie. My old behind gonna have some children. This is what she heard in her head. You see, my old behind ain't gonna have no children. She thought it was funny. Till that angel said, Sarah. She said, how the hell this man hear me? I ain't said nothing out loud. Sarah, come here, Sarah. Come, please, come here. Sarah shocked. She bewildered. Sarah said, yes, yes. He had to confirm it to Sarah too. Yes, we're here for you, baby girl. We're here for you. Because as long as you the chosen of the Most High Yah, baby, don't never in your old ass age think that you are unworthy. The Most High Yah sits high and looks low. So he looking low at these sand dune niggers, these sand dune podcasters talking crap about his creation, the woman, the fruit-bearing tree. So the Most High Yah, who sits high and looks low, had to send. Matter of fact, it might have been Michael and Gabriel, because you know Gabriel's the head messenger. Michael's the fighter. He had to have some backup. He might have told Michael, go on down there with Gabriel, because I need y'all to go talk to Abraham, because I'm about to bring forth this nation. Okay? And if y'all come into some principalities and these sand dune nigger podcasters, go on ahead, take them on out. Because Sarah walking around, I see her. I'm sitting high looking low. I see Sarah. She looked beautiful with that gray ass hair, them wrinkled ass arms, that flabby ass stomach. She right for the picking. That's my tree down below. And I'm about to make her bear some fruit. I'm about to make that old woman bear fruit. So when you listening to podcasters who telling you have no women, you have no value because you don't got old, there's a lie and the truth ain't in them because they ain't the Most High, y'all. They not sitting high and looking low. They sitting low and looking lower. That's right. They have no vision. So the angels had to come down here and put a seal on it, seal the deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had to come down here and seal the deal. So if you proclaiming you come from you of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you of the bloodline of Israel, you are the bloodline of Sarah. That's right. Because they came down here to let Sarah know it's about you, baby girl. It's about the tree who's getting ready to bear its fruit. It's about the tree who's getting ready to bless the nation, who bringing forth the nation. Okay? So don't get it twisted, my ladies. You have purpose. You will always have purpose until the Most High God says, I need my spirit back. Come on to me, soul, and drop down to the dirt. Your body shall go. Okay? Don't listen to these men on these podcasts, because there ain't no woman, unless her mind is twisted, telling you another woman she ain't got no purpose unless she's spreading her legs, giving you a baby. She ain't got no purpose unless she not, hell, half of them want them, baby. Half of them want them as children, as little ones. Half of them, I believe, is a little sick, twisted. If she ain't young, popping, she ain't got no purpose. Do you know how fast life goes? Do you understand? Are you youngsters, if you hearing the sound of my voice? You're not going to be 19 and 20. Before you know it, you're going to be sitting on your couch in your car, and you're going to be 19 one day, and you're going to wake up one morning, your ass going to be 35. Okay? Then you're going to wake up again, and your ass going to be 45. You're going to wake up again, your ass going to be 55, and you're going to swear it's only been a few years that passed. And you know why it's going to be like that? Because we are spiritual beings. The Most High Yah does not even have time, baby. We're going into the millennial reign. You better hope that you go into this millennial reign with us. Well, time is not a thing, because a day to the Most High Yah is 1,000 years. I'm trying to get you to understand that what these men, these carnal men, see, if you are a man and you see a woman and she is an aged woman, but you are attracted and want to marry and bring this woman onto you, and not even having the mindset of producing fruit, but you don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, the times are changing. I'm gonna pull up. Women are now in their 70s and 80s producing fruit in 2025. Because the changes are coming upon us. We are moving into a time where we will not die. Okay? The millennial reign. You are looking at the outer of us. But you don't have to be these supermodels. That's a problem. That has always been the problem. We put people, well, you must look like the white woman. Remember that? That was the standard of beauty. This was a standard of beauty for 400 years. You understand? So then you get into 2025 when the 400 years have passed and up, and we waking the hell up to understand that wasn't the standard of beauty for us. That might have been the standard of beauty for that nation of people, for that white man, but it wasn't the standard of beauty for us or the Asian or none of that. The standard of beauty for the black race is the black woman. And now we got podcast men mad because you got black women that want to wear their hair straight, or instead of curly in their natural state, because they've been under the oppression for 400 plus doggone years, and you think that's supposed to shake the hell off. And even if it does shake off, even if they wake up to who they are and they still prefer to change their hair up to curly straight, sit down, my brothers, because that's not your place. It's the Most High God doing the work on these souls, not you. You ain't woke nobody up. The Most High God's Spirit, the Holy Spirit, woke us up. Okay? We have to go to TikTok real quick. We're going to have to bring up some receipts regarding these old ass women out here bearing fruit, having a purpose. I don't want you never in your life to think, women, that you don't have no purpose. And your purpose is not between your legs. Okay? That is not your only purpose here. Don't be lied to. Don't be manipulated. Don't do it to yourself. Don't fall into the trap that Sarah almost fell into, thinking she was too old to bring forth fruit when she was part of the master plan. She was part of the master doggone plan. Okay. So let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me see. What was it? I think I had it saved, but I don't want to go all the way down trying to look for it, so I'm gonna try to pull it up. 70-year-old woman delivers child. I mean, you could just go online and see they everywhere. Okay? They everywhere. In 2005. Somebody's lying to you, baby. Let me set this up for y'all so y'all can see. I'm gonna try to get a couple of examples so y'all can see that I just don't want you to be lied to, hoodwinked. I want my ladies to understand. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one moment. I want my ladies to understand that, baby, until the Most High Yah take you up out of here, you have value. You have a purpose. And just because some men might feel like you don't have a purpose, you don't have a value, because they are cardinal. They are made of flesh and bone, and they are not the Most High Yah. They do not sit high and look low, baby. They might look down their nose at you because they think they're doing something. They think they special. Okay. They think that because they got a ball, two balls in a bat between their legs, they think they special. I'll tell you who the Most High Yah also thinks is special. Women. Okay? Women. Because if it wasn't so, he wouldn't have had to send two angels down here to come and talk to Sarah's husband, Abraham, to let Abraham know your wife is the fruit that's going to bear many children. I'm about to use her to bring forth so many blessed fruit that once this gets going, the children that's going to come from this bloodline is going to be of the sands of the sea, baby. That's right. A old ass woman brought forth the sands of the sea. So sit your monkey ass down when you talking about a grown ass woman. Because the Most High Yah brought Sarah forth. And he stamped it with a seal of approval. When the Most High Yah want to do something big in life with the humans, and they got to, they got to come and deliver a message. The most time they're gonna send one angel. But baby, when they send two, you best believe one of them is a warring angel. That's just my opinion. Because when they send two, baby, one is the messenger and one got to be the weight. One of them got to be carrying that stick with them, baby. Okay? That's why I believe, and I know I got two angels, baby. I know because I seen them in a vision. Okay? So I know I got a messenger that gives me the message from the Most High, but you best believe I got a warring angel that walks beside me. Okay? Carries a big stick. Some of y'all in the streets know them as switches. Okay? Okay? He came and gave Sarah's husband, Abraham, a message. He had to seal it. And they listening for Sarah. They paying attention to Sarah. Sarah in the kitchen laughing in her head. I ain't about to have no baby. I don't listen to these sand dune podcast niggers talking about how old women ain't got no worth, ain't got no value. I'm listening to them. I done put my self-esteem down, listening to these sand dune niggers, these church hurt niggers, running from church to church to church, hurt to hurt to hurt. Now they spread their hurt everywhere. And then they really can't stand a black woman to say they life. They hate them. Sarah got all this information going on in her head and laughing when she heard them angels, that messenger, say, Sarah's gonna be the mother of the nations. Let's sing the song together. Just the remix. Mother Sarah had many sons, hey, and many sons had Mother Sarah. I am one of them, and so are you. Okay? That's the remix. We give it up to the Father, but Sarah had to bring forth the nation, baby. So you better watch out when you hear men downtrodden women. You better make a checklist. Put that name on that checklist, and keep making a couple of checks. You don't want to hurry up. You don't want to judge, too harshly and too quickly. But when folks is making disparaging marks and remarks about women, especially the black woman, the blueprint of the nation, check. Okay, I'm gonna sit back and because some people go through, everybody come out they traumas, because we all got a little trauma here, there, and everywhere. So we all coming out, slowly making our way. So you don't want to harshly judge too fast. But when you start seeing more and more of this negativity try to be covered up and cast as something else. But you hear is the black woman look at the black woman. Honey, look at the old woman. It ain't about shit. Can't do shit. Need to go on and die. Type shit. Watch out for them people. I'm telling you, watch out. This ain't no joke. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. Let me see. Put this on. Turn it around. Where's my turnaround thing at? Hold on, y'all. Let me get situated. Back camera. All right. This 2025 and 2024, 2025, and 2023. Old women having babies. The Most High is changing. The atmosphere is changing. I've been telling y'all the atmosphere is changing. But I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get into some receipts. Let's go. Let me see. Start this over again. Turn this up.
Uganda has given birth to 20-year-old woman in Uganda has given birth to twins, making her one of the world's oldest new mothers. The woman gave birth to a boy and a girl via caesarean section at a medical centre. The twins, who were conceived following IVF treatment, are not the first children she's given birth to. She had a daughter also following IVF treatment in 2020. A 70-year-old woman in Uganda has given birth to...
Pause on that. Y'all heard that. That was a 70-year-old woman in Uganda. Okay? Well, I know I done seen some in America. Let's go home to the search bar. Let me go on. Hold on. As I search.
Twins, making her one of the world's oldest new mothers. The woman gave birth to a boy and a girl via caesarean section at a medical centre.
A boy and a girl. But we already heard that.
Okay.
Let me turn this down. As I find more evidence, more receipts. Okay? While y'all listening to sand dune niggers hating on black women. And that's what's producing more and more seed. But I'm going to go and give y'all a mixture because I believe in everybody have an opportunity to make it to the kingdom. They just got to understand the role they're going to play. I ain't going to sugarcoat it for nobody because I don't do no tap dancing around here. Okay, let's look at this one here.
To a healthy baby boy, making her one of the world's oldest mothers. If a natural birth at that age wasn't impressive enough, she's also breastfeeding herself.
Y'all see that?
The first-time parents are Jinda Kara and her husband, Mohinder Singh, who is 79 years old, lives in the Indian state of Punjab. After 47 years of being married, the couple turned to fertility treatments after a family feud ended. The new mom turned to a fertility center in September 2014, and after multiple testing, they deemed that she was healthy enough to carry the baby. Many people tried to persuade her not to use her.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I hear fertility center that this old lady 72 went to? A fertility center. So it wasn't her body that was jacked the hell up. Because I heard them say it was deemed that she was able to carry them babies. You see, the problem is y'all be hearing these men, these Sam Doom niggers, you know, out here promoting hate of the black woman. Talking about we all dried the hell out. And half of them been whacking on their tallies since they was 10. Then they get older and they wonder, they in their 20, 25 years old, wondering why they having erectile dysfunction. They can't get their tally up. So they blaming a woman as if she can't have no babies. Always talking about her time clock a ticking. She got cobwebs and it's dusty and dry. When obviously that's not the case. This one went to a fertility center and they pumped her with something. Let's continue. And popped out a baby at 72.
Money, but she was persistent.
And look at her. First of all, let me tell you something about that melanin. This is an Indian woman. Look at her skin. Look at her. See, the problem is, it's these. Let me let y'all listen to it, because y'all don't want me to go in, because I'll go in too hard on you. I don't want to hurt these men's feelings that really don't have no self-esteem. These men got self-esteem issues. Not all of them, because I got some strong men on my platform. That's right. That's right. But some of them got some doggone self-esteem issues, and I don't care if they got a wife at home. They got self-esteem issues, and I feel sorry for their wife at home, because she probably getting a beat down. That's
pushing me every now 10 plus. The couple will be trying for another baby, but they vowed to give their baby boy the best life possible. He's 72 years old.
Okay. There go the husband. Dry. Now he the one dried up. Always talking about a man can pump up this woman and pump up that woman at 70. So they asked as a couple and went to a fertility center because she wanted a baby. They ain't had one yet. She sounded like she might be one of Sarah's daughters. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a baby at her old age, and she got one. They had to go to a fertility center because he obviously his swimmers wasn't swimming. Women, don't y'all get it twisted. You got value. I don't care how old you get, you got value. And we're going to get into the second half of this topic, this discussion. It don't mean if you ain't got no husband, you ain't got no value either. These men is hateful. Hateful, you hear me? They want to tell you washed up, you ain't about nothing. You see this woman 72, them pushed out her a new one, a little one. And that's her prerogative. Okay? Let me turn this down. We're going to look at some more receipts out here. Let's hear this one. This one in Britain.
Birth to twins on Wednesday at a...
Let me see. Let me see if this is the same one. Nope.
A Ugandan woman aged 70 years old.
It's the same one. We heard about Ugandan woman. I might have to go down my timeline because I had saved some from America. Let me see. That's the Uganda. We don't know. I'm flipping through this. This is the search bar. This is the search bar. Here we go. Let me see this one because I want to give y'all all nations of people. Oh, sister girl here. She look like she a Edomite. She look like she what we know as a white woman. Let's hear her story. It looked like she got a 19-year-old boyfriend, baby. She's 77 and got knocked up. Let's hear her story. Hold on. Oh, I might have to. Oh, it ain't no story. It ain't no story. It's music playing. Let me turn this down. We'll just look at it. Let me read the headlines for you if you can't see. This gender reveal, y'all know it had to be around 2024, 2025 when they start doing these doggone gender reveals. This gender reveal is mad crazy. She's 70 years old and he's 19 years old. That's wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's play. Let me turn this down because we're gonna keep this video up. Ain't trying to hit no copyright, none of this, none of that. Let's go. It's a gender reveal for a 77-year-old woman, and she got a 19-year-old. And look at her skin wrinkly, hair gray. Huh? Y'all don't believe the lies out here. You believe these lies. You believe your own death. Okay? If these folks want to be with you, if these men want to be with you and they find something exciting and new about you and you pushing 70, 80, 90, hell, do you live your life, live your best life. Here we go. Another one. Hold on. Pause for the cause. My 76-year-old great grandma's pregnant. This just receipts. Okay, let's listen to it. Let me turn it up. Oh, no, let me turn it down. I don't know why people want to put music on it. But anyway, she pregnant. I'm letting it roll. Let's see what this brother had to say. He probably got music on.
Esther. This is a 2025 version of Esther. Her and Mr. Henry was going raw. Meat to meat. Then he skeeted. Playing Al Green. Love and happiness. And now you pregnant? If you was my grandma, I'd sit down. You need to go sit down. What you mean? You ain't used rubbers like I told you? I know that room stank after they had done having intercourse, because I know old people's skin and vitamins, the friction alone probably had that room smelling like old encyclopedia pages, like a wizard cast the spell out of it. That room smelled like wizardry 101.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop. Hey, I got a sense of humor. Anybody, y'all all should have a sense of humor. But the fact of the matter is, sister sitting up there holding her stomach. A bambino is in the stomach, baby. Okay, a bambino is in the stomach. So I'm just reading some of the comments, y'all. Let me see. I'll probably pull up one more.
The 6-year-old woman had an unwanted pregnancy when in labor. What the doctors found in the baby will shock you. The A.
Okay, hold on. I didn't hear that one. My mom delivered on the same day. How old? I want to know how old this woman is. Let's listen to the story. If it don't have no
water broke on the early morning of March, the baby, and delivered her dissertation in what is a mother's story about a very special day. Her plan had a name. Operation Dissertation Before Baby.
Okay, no. Okay. She talking about she delivered before she got that college degree. Them girls be hating like, got that college degree, mad at you, got that college degree, and a baby. They would hate this story, wouldn't they? I'll tell you, let me say something. It is just amazing to me how these men sat up here for, what was it, 2-3 years? Sat up here for 2 and 3 years and listened to this man right here. Hold on for a minute. They sat up in their homes for 2 and 3 years straight. My guy, my girl. Let's listen. Let's pull up this guy, Kevin Samuels. Okay. Hold on for a minute. You have black men. Kevin Samuels. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Let me cough real quick. Okay.
From what I've seen so far, yeah.
Let me turn this down. Pause for the cause, my guy. What amazes me, let me pull this down, get this close. It's right on point. What amazes me is you have guys, men, grown men, young and old, sat up here, listen to Kevin Samuels' rhetoric, hatred, and he tried to disguise it. He tried to act like it was all inclusive, like he was talking about all women when he, in fact, was targeting the Black woman. Okay? Because he's the main one that started this talking about old women. He's the main character that started rating women on how they should look. And now you got old ass pop belly niggers talking about how they woman need to be fit and look this way and that way. And they ass ain't hit a gym in 10 years. Ain't went to a doctor in 5. Ain't had a health checkup in 10. Okay? This the man who started all this. You have Black men that got podcasts. They trying to hide. They disseminated a lot of them, these red pill communities. They trying to hide and act like they normal, but they ain't normal. The hatred's still there. They listened to this man for 2 and 3 years before the Most High took his breath, took him out of here. They listened to a man give sick advice. That's right, destroying the community even more. A man who wasn't married. A man who wasn't in the church. That's right, you had church folk, even Israelite men, even Israelite camps putting this man on a pedestal. A man that didn't even pay child support, but hollering about what a Black woman gonna get and what a Black woman ain't got from the government. And if you know anything about history, where he was banking on you ignorant ass folks out, the men out there that listen to this rhetoric he was spewing. He was banking on y'all not studying for yourself, just like y'all don't study the Bible for yourselves. Blessings, Forever Studios, what's good? He was banking on y'all men not studying for yourselves and spewing out this rhetoric. But now and he wasn't married, he wasn't paying child support, and he knew the system was set up to always destroy the Black family. He knew the system was always set up to do like they did when they docked on the shores of America, separated tribes, mixed and mingled different tribes, took them babies smooth right out of the right soon as they came from the womb. They took them babies. Child support was never set up to even help Black women. If you know the history of child support, if you know the history of the government, the women ain't go and say, I want this man put on child support. No, white folks do that, got money and lawyers. That's how that happens. White folks do that. Black women went to what they call back in my day the welfare office, because they had to find a way to feed these children. Okay? The welfare office. Y'all call it SNAP benefits now. Back in my day, it was called the welfare office. And when they walked their ass up in the welfare office, them folks was like, where's the dad at? I don't know. You know, we ain't been together since been together been. Them women ain't know. Them men hit the road jack. Soon as them men stopped pumping it and dumping it, soon as the men got up at night, got a little kiss the girl on the cheek. I'll be back tomorrow night, baby. You know, she thinks she happy and things. I'm just giving y'all a scenario. Okay? He come back the next night. She been sick for 2 doggone weeks. Ain't had her doggone menstrual. It's 3 weeks. She ain't had a menstrual. She know what's up. She tell that Negro, baby, thinking she in love. Teenage love. A teenage love. Thinking she in doggone love. She tell that Negro, yeah, I think I'm pregnant. You know the first thing that Negro say? It ain't mine. Who you been sleeping with? You been sleeping around. I'm out. Y'all need to tell the other side of the story. Y'all always talking about how these women opening their legs and like they never felt like puppy love for these niggers. Y'all need to cut it out here. So she got pumped and dumped on and got a baby on tow. And probably got kicked smooth out her mama's government house in her damn self. Now she on the street with a baby and the teenage puppy love boyfriend she thought she had. Then he done ran smooth the hell off. How she gonna feed that baby? She ain't got no lawyer. She ain't gonna call her lawyer and say, I want to put him on child support. I need you to make that happen real fast, Billy. Okay, when we going down inside and get these paperwork started, Billy? No, she ain't had no damn money. She'd have had to go take her black ass, her Puerto Rican ass, down to the damn child support office, down to the, welfare office. Sit up in that hot ass welfare office with nothing but baby mamas. Little teenage Brenda got a baby. Mama sitting up in that damn office. Hot. Waiting for their damn name to be called, hoping they can get some food that day, because they ain't ate in 2 days. While y'all sitting here romanticizing some damn child support and some wicked welfare. Like these women waiting on a damn cruise ship or some shit. I'm tired of hearing about it. Y'all let this man pump y'all head up with lies. Like these black women wasn't struggling they damn self. There was babies. Young girls. The ones y'all, these old ass men talking about now, y'all need to pump up these young girls still to this day. Knowing these men ain't goddamn, they frontal lobe ain't ready to be a damn father. They ain't ready to drop some seed and repeat the cycle. Y'all let this knucklehead man sit in here and tell you lies. Them women ain't go down there like they was signing up to go on a holiday retreat. They had to eat. Who else was feeding the damn babies? The damn government. As soon as they walked their ass up in that ass, who was the damn father? All them girls knew half the time was the name. They ain't know half the time they probably didn't know the damn address. Where the guys stay unless they stayed in the same project. And another thing, these podcast brothers, these sand dune niggers, these hateful ass men, always talking about the black woman and them young ghetto girls, because that's half the time who they talking about. But see, when the other folks peer into these podcasts, they think they talking about all black women. These men, they talking about a specific black woman or specific incidents they asked and even had. They done ran up on. And now what is it called? Y'all give me the word. It's a word I'm looking for. Stereotype. Because you done followed this knucklehead on the screen. And he done glamorized like it was a glamorous life. Like it was a damn glamorous life to be on government assistance or something. No, it was a cycle of life. That's what happened to your people. Wasn't a glamorous life. She wasn't living in a glamorous world. No, she was living in the ghetto. Rats and roaches. Government cheese. And then had them niggers come running back. Because when the other girl they done ran to, when she told them she was pregnant, they ran away. Found another immature, naive girl thinking she in love, because it's a real thing called puppy love. You think you in love. You young cats, you guys know the same thing. You think you in love. You got hurt. Why the hell y'all think these young girls are super women? Or you think these 14-year-olds, these Brenda got a baby girls had the mindset to know how to pick a man? Shut your monkey ass up. All I hear is they should have picked better. They was 13, 15 years old. How the hell they gonna pick better when they couldn't even pick out their damn outfit for school that looked halfway decent? They gonna pick a man and he ain't nothing but a boy, his damn self. And now you want to blame the young girl that was thinking she was in love. You don't want to say nothing about that little boy who ain't had no guidance, who went listening to the Cats on the Block, trying to give out nothing but pimp game, and try to act like these girls was lining up to go get some damn welfare and put these men on child support. You know how a cycle in a system starts. These folks was hungry and tried to feed babies. And in the meantime, in between time, they was feeding these knuckleheads they damn self because they came running back into them free ghetto ass houses because they wasn't living in the suburbs. So shut your asses up out there acting like they was sitting in the suburbs where you sitting at right now. No, they was sitting in the inner cities where your ass won't trot to go. Trade your life in for theirs. You won't. You won't. You'd rather sit in your comfortable home, your well-manicured lawn, and act like you, the Most High, can sit up high and look down low. You go sit your ass in a corner. Put your ass in a corner and turn your nose smooth in the corner because you ain't doing nothing for the people. It was a cycle that hurt the men and the women. And you sit here and you listen to a man who was broke his damn self, who was hurt his damn self, who didn't take care of his own children. And you still, no matter how hard you try to hide it, we still hear it. We still hear the remnants of Kevin Samuels in your speech. We hear it. You can't hide it. But there's people here, such as myself, that's going to break it. That's right. We are going to break the cycle of the hate. We don't want to have you, we don't want you on no podcast spewing out hate and getting men, our Black brothers, more and more upset about a cycle. About a war game when they didn't even know they was at war. That's right. Still don't know they at war. And they got minions out here that sign up to come help finish off their own people by sitting here continuous. Y'all hold on, let me plug this up. They got minions out here still continuing to destroy their own people. Y'all don't even see it. Y'all think these brothers is on your side. Y'all think these brothers is talking y'all game. Because half y'all been hurt too. Y'all act like these women ain't never been damn hurt. Y'all act like it's easy trying to raise children and you ain't nothing but a damn child your damn self. You act like child development ain't a real goddamn concept. You out here listening to men that telling you go get young women, and then these young women ain't got the sense that God gave them half the time. And these young boys, they ain't got sense God gave them half the time either. And we all know men mature slower than women. Hell, your frontal lobe ain't developed, men, until you 25 years old. Fully developed, I'm talking about. Your frontal lobe is what makes you think. While you out here talking about women can't do this and women can't do that and women don't know how to do nothing but spread their legs and go in the kitchen and make you a bologna sandwich. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And if you think we going back to this fool's preaching and teaching, you wrong. And you going to get left in the dust. And if you follow people who talk about and speak this way, y'all all going to get left in the dust. We are following people who are looking to better their lives and better their nation's life and the people in their nation and the Black women. That's right. I don't get on here and talk about, y'all ain't talking about the white woman. No. We uplifting the Black woman. God dang on right here on this channel. Women, you are worth it. You are worthy. You have a purpose. Black woman, you better know you are the blueprint of all nations. All nations come from you. You better recognize we ain't taking no disrespect no more. I ain't lifting up other nation until they recognize they better start lifting us up. That's right, because I didn't wake myself up this morning. I didn't get myself up this morning on my own, literally and spiritually. The Most High woke me up, you see. And when I open my eyes, I say thank you. Even though it's hard out here sometimes in life. But I'm still here for a reason. You understand? And the Most High Yah woke me up spiritually. That's right. You men ain't woke nobody up because just because you think you woke and you know about your bloodline now, it was a time and a season and a reason. Because, baby, let me tell you, back in 1980, I was asleep as a baby and didn't know nothing about a bloodline. I just knew I was on this earth as a child. The 90s, I was partying as an adult. And the 2000s, baby, the Most High said, get ready, set, go in 2012. So I don't want to hear you black men with your hate, your fake awakeness and awokeness out here still spewing, working for the man. Because that's who you working for. I'm not working for that entity on this earth. I'm working for the Most High. Yeah, I'm a soldier. That's right. In the female form. Because he sent me here. And I'm not going down talking about my people in no kind of way, no negative way. I know I could have been tossed to the pits of hell my damn self. You see, I was born in sin and shaped in iniquity just like you. Okay? So I know people are waking up, even in 2025, that need guidance. And they waking up, got skin color just like me. And they are black women just like me. But they coming into a new world, a whole new world, baby. It's called the millennial reign. That's right. It's called the first judgment, baby. You want to make it to the millennial reign. Everybody tell me you only live once. That's a god doggone lie. That's a lie. You live once in this hellhole. This school of hard knocks. But if you blessed to be able to be woken up by the Most High Yah, because it was only his spirit that he sent down through many of people to wake you up to get you this far along. Then you have a purpose, baby. You have a purpose here. Women, I'm talking to especially because, men, you have enough people to tell you that you're special. But I don't see enough women out here telling women, especially black women, that they are special and they are here for a reason. Just like those angels came down and told Sarah, husband Abraham, and had to correct Sarah when she giggled when they told Abraham that she was here for a reason at her old age to have babies. The nation, the Most High's bloodline, that they won't be able to be counted once it gets going, baby, like the sands of the sea. You better know that's a powerful nation you come from. And so I will never, ever, ever put down my black women. All I know is I can wake you up and tell you about yourself. And if you go on your way and do the dirt you do, you will answer for that. But because I know that there are knuckleheads and there are people in my nation that just won't get right, I will never turn my back on my people. And thank the Most High, yeah, I always knew it was something special about us. That's not even trying to be funny, trying to be boastful. I always knew it was something wasn't right. You hear me? As a child, I remember because my mom, we always was in a neighborhood. It wasn't always all white folks. I mean, all black folks, my bad. Y'all hold on, let me call. It wasn't always all black people. It was white folks, multicultural neighborhoods. But I remember I was in first grade, getting ready to go to school, looking at my skin, knowing I was special. Every time I went to school and people was turned up. Oh, look at her hair. I was like, it almost made me feel some kind of way. But then I was like, no, something's different. Everywhere I went, they always on and on. Look at this little chocolate baby. I ain't putting it on for the gram, for the YouTube, for the TikTok. I'm telling you my life story just like it is. And in my young head, I was like, something ain't right. And in my young head, I peeped game early. I'm like, why a lot of other nations? I ain't call them nations back then, but you know what I'm saying. Why they don't really like us. They tolerate us for sure. But I always could see the moves they was making before they even made it. You know what I'm saying? I could see the facade they was putting on. Even in my own people. I could see the facade, how they was moving in the spirit. These folks don't really like us. They just tolerating us. And why? I couldn't understand it. Why? Because I couldn't understand. I ain't have no a funny feeling about whether you was white, Mexican. Some of my best friends, hey, like them white folks say, some of my best friends was white. You know what I'm saying? You done heard it. Don't play like you ain't heard it. Some of my best friends is white. Okay. You done heard them say that. I'm saying that for real. Some of my best friends, I had Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. I ain't never felt a kind of way because of what they look like, or because they weren't black. If anything, I like going over their houses. I like eating tacos, authentic tacos. You know what I'm saying? I want to go over. Shoot, if you from Africa and it's all. Let me tell you something. That's why I love traveling. I thank God, my Father, the Most High, put me in a family that I was able to be so blessed to travel at a young age. You know, because the culture in America will have you thinking some kind of way, just in a box, right? Because when I thought about Africa, I thought everybody in Africa was just African. That's it. I ain't think about the concept of how big Africa is. Some of y'all to this day think the Middle East, y'all know the Middle East, like Iran and Kuwait and all that. Y'all think that's not Africa, don't you? y'all think that's not Africa, right? I know it is. You know what I'm saying? All that. Yeah, the continent could swallow the United States a couple of times, how big it is. But being able to travel, going to Germany, over to Europe, and traveling out and meeting Africans and being blown away by these Africans I met who could speak a multitude of languages, by the way. What my American ass could only speak one at the time. One, and I'm not saying I'm fluent in all, but hell, now I can put a couple of sentences together in two languages. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big accomplishment for me. But I went over to Germany and met Africans who's had to school me. Okay? Us Americans, we are locked into a box, into a system. I'm trying to let you know something right now. But when I broke out of that box from that little time of my travels, them Africans at the school meal, oh no, it's many town cities in Africa. We are all not the same in Africa. I'm like, well, I classified these people as one lump sum. Their skin was dark. They all the same. And it don't go down like that. Ethiopians halfway look like they could have Spanish hair, but caramel skin. African. There's multitudes of people in Africa. They look different, and they're not the same. We don't think of it like that, do we? Do you American people? No. You only think in your mind, if I was to tell you, close your eyes and think about Africa. Picture Africa. I'm telling you how you've been indoctrinated. Picture Africa and tell me what you think about Africa. Do you think of big cities? Do you think of Africa as being industrialized? I guarantee you, when you close your eyes, if you was being truthful right now, when you closed your eyes and thought about Africa, you probably thought about children with pot bellies, flies on their face, begging for bread. That's probably what you thought. But you don't know all the big, beautiful cities in Africa. That's why that's why Chinese is over there right now. Conning Africans out of their land even more. That's why the British is over there right now fighting, trying to say they the Africans. That's why Elon Musk he African. Elon Musk, Doge, the president's buddy, say he African, but he don't like you Africans. I seen a post. He hurried up and put them doggone segregation signs up in the White House. Yeah, I think I'm lying. Let's look for that real quick. He said he African, right? Because he was born over there. I'm telling y'all. But y'all listen to. Hold on, before I even go on to something else. My people, the men of my nation, listen to this guy, ruin, and try to put all the blame on a black woman, on a baby, on a teenage mama. A teenage mama having 2 and 3 babies trying to find love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. And them teenage mamas grow up and they turn around and they see this guy. He came on the scene, making teenage mamas look like they was gold diggers of what? What was they digging? Dust? Because y'all black men ain't had no damn gold. Y'all act like y'all had all the money and these women just went and put you on child support. And they just went and got housed and was living a glamorous life. Don't have me come back to y'all. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me put it on so I can pull up my, I think I saved one. It might be too far down in my, because baby, I got so many videos I want to talk about, but y'all know how the plantation keep me on the farm. I can't give y'all the videos I want to give y'all and talk about what I want to talk about. But y'all, I'm telling you, the more I see black men try to degrade and downtrod black women, make me want to get on here even more and tell you they are lying and the truth ain't in them. We are the blueprint. They better watch out. It's a new day, a new dawn. We not going backwards. And when they try to say you ain't got no purpose, women, you ain't got no purpose when you get old, they are lying and the truth ain't in. And you ain't got no purpose, especially if you get old and you ain't married. You ain't got no purpose. They are double lie. You best be doing what I'm doing, because honey, they'll have these boys because and young men out here hating all black women. For real. They trying to stir up a damn mob. Okay, what I'm looking for. I said I wanted to show y'all real quick. about story. You know, I told y'all how segregation with Trump. Just a side note. Just a side note. How Trump signed the paperwork for y'all to be segregated again on the federal level. Who cares? Who cares? Segregate us. Who don't give a damn? Should have stayed segregated if that was the case. Let's see what Elon Musk did at the White House.
Elon Musk testing out segregated restrooms in the White House. But it goes wrong really fast. There are two sides for every story, but there's only one backstory. Elon Musk roamed the halls of the White House, gleefully plastering white only and colored only signs on restroom doors. He watched from afar as White House staff followed Trump's strict segregation rules. Priest Myers is a cook inside the White House kitchen. He marched up to the restroom staring at the new signs. Excuse me, need some changes around here. Can I assume you can read? Yes, sir, I can. Priest's eyes scrutinized the sign before Ruth Myers, his wife of 40 years, stood between Elon and her husband. This is the law now. You must follow the law. Understood, sir. We know your purpose, Elon. And what is my purpose? To trigger us, get us in those streets so that your daddy can enforce martial law. Don't be delusional. I'm surprised someone like you are prepared. The president knows. We're unionized, so we'll be here long after you're gone. Ruth turned to walk away, but the tourist in her rebelled. Her face contorted in disgust. What do you honestly hope to accomplish with segregating us? It's just an experiment for now. Priest knew that once she got going, there was no stopping her. I know it's hard to believe, but we've lived through this before. Segregation, Jim Crow, apartheid, redlining, blue lining, white lining. I can guarantee survival won't be an option this time. I say bring on the segregation. You were actually meant to stand out anyway. I advise you to choose your words very carefully. Is that a threat, Mr. Musk? I don't threaten people. I make promises. Elon's ego felt like a deflated balloon, limp and lifeless. The irony is that we are already segregated. We don't own banks, hospitals, and grocery stores. We'll probably be better off anyway. And how do we figure that? We contribute $1 trillion a year to the economy, mostly outside of our communities. Segregation will force us to spend with our own people, decapitating your precious economy. The downward curve indicated his contempt. And furthermore, what do y'all bring to the table besides some bland chicken anyway? Ruth taunted Elon with a smile. Well, if y'all have so much, why does y'all communities look the way they do? Ruth, that's enough. Let's just walk away. You should try listening to your husband. You sound angry. That trope is your only defense against taking accountability. Trump lingered in the shadows, listening to the heated confrontation. Y'all would do anything to get us to march. But we shifted. We're occupying a new timeline where there are no racists. I knew it wouldn't be long before race was brought up. It's never us that brings up race. Ruth shook her head and pointed to the white-only sign. You're just upset because this DEI thing is actually helping us save money and build generational wealth. And that scares you. For a split second, Elon was speechless. We have reached a point where caring expends too much energy. We never cared not to be segregated. What we fought for was equality, separate but equal. What if we decide to take away funding for your HBCUs, your daycares, and strip you of those SNAP benefits? You are aware that the majority of SNAP recipients are not Black. Elon gave Ruth a questionable glare, vying to understand her statement. And I'm sure
Let me
you
pause
can
that for you all that don't know what SNAP benefits are. That's the old school new school terminology for welfare, food stamps. Okay? You know the majority that are on that are not Black folks. Okay? Side note.
Who is the biggest recipient of SNAP benefits? Who the hell do you think you are? We are the global majority. Elon, y'all need us more than we need y'all. Where will your ideas come from? Your inventions? Ruth, no disrespect, but I'm a self-made man. Elon, every business you have, you bought from someone else, and I wouldn't be surprised if that someone else looked like me. You. It's never black men, Hispanic men, Asian women, gay people. It's always you, that voice, that posture, that analytical nature. We unalive your sons in the streets and you march harder. We defund your schools and you find a way to teach your kids. We don't hire you and you start your own fucking businesses, black women. Do I detect a cool breeze of a fan? His gaze was cold, hard, and relentless. He hated her with every morsel of his being. Shut up before I throw you out of here. Priest's hands clenched into fists, his chest protruding with vengeance. Ruth stopped him before he could launch, her eyes narrowly locking on Donald Trump in the back of the hall. On second thought, maybe we're looking at this all wrong. Your guy has single-handedly caused my people to mobilize, unify, and focus on ourselves in the name of racism. Maybe this is a divine intervention. Or maybe you're a whack job. We're 4 months in and baby, we're just getting started. Oh yeah, if we do decide to segregate, we would need the things we invented back. The traffic light, portable refrigerator, the elevator, potato chips, country music, and electricity. Y'all didn't invent electricity. Sure we did. Jesus is black. What do you think that makes God?
Why only? Anyway, y'all heard, even in this conversation that was held at the White House between this black woman, cook, and her husband. Well, the husband was the chef. She worked also there at the White House. It's always them hating on us, the black woman, the blueprint. But they got, I'm trying to tell you, they got agents in the streets. They got agents on podcasts hating on the black woman. It really is about the black woman, y'all. They want to tear us down. They want to tear us apart. They know if they know of your backbone. Yeah, I said the backbone is gone. You black men ain't gonna have nothing else to run to. You're not gonna have nothing to run. I said this before, and so I'm saying it again. Wake the hell up. Okay, but I wanted to show you that about how it went down when Trump signed that executive order, and this was a true conversation that happened in the White House because Elon couldn't wait to go, because you know the White House is federal, and he couldn't wait to go put up them white only signs in the doggone White House. Okay, I know. Wow. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, Drip King. Wow, it's the truth. It's crazy. But the thing is, Elon proclaims to be African. Because he was, y'all think I'm playing? Now, how the hell you so excited about segregation and segregating so-called black folks, and they so-called say a lot of us came across through the Atlantic trade system and from Africa, from Negro land and all of that, fleeing, and you know the story. But you want to say, because your people went over from British over into Africa trying to take over. Now they want to proclaim that they're the Africans, y'all. Y'all think I'm lying? Oh, hold on. Let me get Elon for you. I need y'all to wake up. Stop being led astray. Especially Elon Musk, African. I don't even know. Oh, how do you? I don't even know. Let me think. How I want to pull this up. Hold on, y'all. How I want to answer this question. They want to take over everything and they can't. Just like, oh Lord, have mercy. Let me just get this question out. Elon Musk, born an African American. Let me see if that'll pull it up. Because y'all, I was researching it. I said, if he don't get somewhere and sit
I was
down.
out nigga, and I will never be out.
Oh gosh, some people are comedians. This woman said I was out niggering. When you realize Elon Musk is African American, okay? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? She didn't know. She said I was out niggering. Yeah, he proclaimed that he is. Let me tell you something. Why I believe.
I was out.
Okay, pause for the cause. Well, I believe some of them proclaim to be African American. You know why? And they white as white can be. But they want to claim to be African American. It's the same bait and switch, hook and hustle and jive that they did with the Indians, right? $5 Indians. Because they know when shifts come about, they try to get into that money shift, that shift of power. You know what I'm saying? And they know that, all of us for a long time we've been reclassified. So they trying to reclassify themselves, even though, he look as white can be. He gonna classify himself as African American. Elon Musk, but hate brown skin folks that been classified as African American for centuries. Come on, y'all make it make sense. Let's hear her, because I know she was out niggering too. Let's hear her.
Nigga, and I will never be out nigga again. I was out nigga, and I
Hold on, let's get another one for you.
Elon Musk recently stated, as an African American, I am proof that we are not disadvantaged from finding success in the modern era. I am both African American and the richest man in the world. Do you agree with Musk? Leave us a comment and let us know.
Do you hear him? Do you hear that's a damn slap to your face. You've been downtrodden here in America. It's been hard. They done told you Black African, so-called, formerly known as the real African American, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And you ain't had no boots on no damn straps. Soon as you came out of slavery, they told you they were going to give you 40 acres and a mule, and they ain't getting nothing to you but redlining. Okay? Not even able to get a loan. Sharecropping. You got to go. Yeah, we're going to help you out. I know we said we're going to give you 40 acres and a mule, but go on sharecrop. Go farm the land you were slave on, and we might pay you pennies on pennies. Now you got Elon Musk. Y'all got the whole picture here. Let me push this up a little bit. Elon Musk proclaiming, I'm an African American. It's not been hard for me. Matter of fact, I am the richest African American in the history of America. These people are lying. How? It's not hard for African Americans. Is that not a slap in your face? So-called before formerly known as African Americans. This is the new look. This is how they do. They rewrite you. They take over you. But I'm just here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you that you got agents out here hating on Black women. That's always been a target. That's right. The target. How you gonna reproduce? How you gonna have more fruit if you don't have them female fruit trees? Ooh, come on with it. Come on with it. Ethereal, I think you on fire. Let's put out these agents of chaos that look like us. I'm telling y'all. Just because you see men that look like us, their mindset are not us. They're trying to tear down us. And they're trying to they're putting these people up here on pedestals. That's right. They tear down a black woman to put these type of folks on pedestals. Elon Musk says let's listen to it again. He's the African American. Not you. Not you that suffer. Not you all that are still suffering. They know that the golden age is upon us. They know the shift is in the making. Let's listen to it again.
Elon Musk recently stated, as an African American, I am proof that we are not disadvantaged from finding success in the modern era. I am both African American and the richest man in the world. Do you agree with Musk? Leave us a comment and let us know.
Hell no, I don't agree with Musk. Because that's a lie. Because you take a black man, put him in a black suit, a white collared shirt, have Elon and that same black man go into any prestigious bank in 2025 and try to open or get a large sum of money for a business loan and see what plays out. See what happens. And then you're going to get this lie. This man sitting here propping up lies, talking about how easy it is for African Americans to have success. Y'all keep sleeping. Y'all be sleeping if you want to. I'm here to wake you up, and I'm here to protect the black women.
I have a question. Well, from my understanding, Elon Musk was born in South Africa, and raised. So does that mean he's African American? I got a question. Well,
honey, no, it means it's a game.
Elon Musk is a South African-born American entrepreneur, investor, and engineer. He is the founder, CEO, and chief engineer of SpaceX, angel investor, CEO, and product architect of Tesla, Inc., founder of The Boring Company, co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI, co-founder and former CEO.
We don't want to hear his credentials. I got a question for you. You heard that he was born in South Africa, wherever the hell he was born, over in Africa, but claim he's African American. Okay, I got a riddle for you. I need you my brothers, especially you Sand Dune podcast brothers that hate your own race and own nation of people. And I know you not us. I know you not us. I know you of the nation that are at war with us. But some people can't see because they ain't been gifted with the eyes to see. But I see you. I know you not us. But just riddle me this really quick. African Americans, the so-called Black African Americans, the ones that's been here for over 400 years, there's been reclassified from Indians to Negroes to, Blacks to African Americans by Jesse Jackson, was it Jesse Jackson? Whoever one of the black men wanted to run for president, reclassified as African Americans. We ain't never been, we wasn't born in Africa, right? We was born here. So how we African Americans? How we not Americans? Just simple plain. He said he was born. They say he was born over in Africa. If that's the case. Okay. Why is he not just African? I'm just wondering, they're giving us, see, that's the confusion I need you guys to come up out of, to wake up out of. We're not going by continents, because those are continent names. You understand? You understand? Those are continent names. We have been awoken to a people, a nation of people. We are Israel. You are a nation of people. You might be a Moabite. You might be part of a different nation of people. See, that's where they're trying to constantly confuse the narrative. You understand? Okay? Oh, people of the Indian. Put that up here real quick. See, and you know who your people are. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You have to know the nation from which you come from. I'm trying to tell y'all something. If you wake up and you open your ears and listen. These folks trying to confuse the narrative. But let me get back to
and co-founder.
let me get back to the original message at hand. Okay? The original message at hand is for the women to understand that you have a purpose. Okay? You are valued. You have a value. I don't care if you are a baby girl. Okay, because you know, some men, they knock up their wives. It could be their own wives. They get them pregnant. They can even plan for this pregnancy. But the thing is, they don't know what, the baby's gonna be. The gender, right? And a lot of men, as soon as that little baby girl come out the womb, they disappointed. They heartbroken because it's a girl. Because it's a baby. Because they have no value. They've been taught to not have value for the girl gender. I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to continue, and I'm going to come on my platform. And I keep saying I need to get myself dolled the hell up. That's right. That's right. Because I like to get dressed up sometimes too. I like to put on, my hair. All that. Get cute for myself. And if you think I'm cute, hey, and do me a face-to-face with you all. We need to do a little more face-to-face podcast about lifting up the value of women. Black women. Be mad at other nations if you want to. But I have to lift up the black woman. Because I'm a black woman, so-called, formerly known as. Okay? But these men will see a baby be pushed out and have a deep-seated, I don't want to say disgust in their heart, but it's close to it. Disappointment. Let's say disappointment. That sounds a little better, but they disgusted because they valued the male child more than the female child. You see, as babies, and some men can only produce baby girls. Did you know that? Did you know that? That some men can only produce girl babies. Mm-hmm. And you could tell that they have disgust for the baby girls that they have because they still looking to have a baby boy. They scared. They still looking to have a baby boy. So that tells you they still have a little disgust, a little disappointment in their life because they've only produced baby girls. Imagine if Sarah's father, you know who Sarah is. We talked about her at the beginning of this podcast. Sarah and Abraham, Father Abraham, Sarah, Mother Abraham, the mother of the nations. Okay, Sarah. Imagine if her father was disgusted because he seen her come out and it wasn't a boy. Imagine if he had a boy. Imagine if he had a boy and never had a girl. Well, the plan of the Most High wouldn't have taken place, right? The plan would not have gone down like it needed to go down. The nation, the sands of the sea, would not come into existence. I'm telling you who is in control. And it sure ain't these sand dune podcast brothers that then came from the sand dunes of times before up until now, hopping on podcasts, spewing out hate of the woman, hate of the black woman especially. Let's make it plain. Hate of Sarah, the mother of the nation. You hate Sarah. That's who you hate when you hate on a black woman. You hate Eve. That's who you hate when you hate on a black woman. You hate the blueprint. The blueprint didn't exist, your black ass wouldn't exist. You heard me? If the blueprint didn't exist, your black ass wouldn't exist. Because I ain't seen a black man produce a damn baby and push it out that hole, have your whole stomach in cramps, and have your urethra, that little hole, you piss out of, expand and expand and expand and expand and expand and expand. Here, let me expand, because that hole tiny. And expand until you was able to push out a 9-pound, 15-ounce baby into this world through your portal. You ain't got no portal. Do you understand me? You better watch out who you think you're going to degrade on these internet streets. You better show enough watch out, for my Most High puts a lid on you. That's right, a whole lid. Cap you right on up and put you right on in the dirt. Talking noise about the Most High Yah's blueprint. You can't produce no seed. Only thing you got is seed. You ain't got no transportation route. You ain't got no incubator inside you. You ain't got the cosmos circling around you inside your womb. We, us, women, have the cosmos in us, the waters that flow inside of us. Watch your mouth when you speak on black women. The blueprint. They have no consideration for the baby girl. They have little, and I mean little, consideration for you when you come into a young lady puberty. A little. Because your value is to spread your legs in some of these men's mindsets. Produce a baby, open up your portal. And after you done produce a couple of babies, they looking for another portal. Honey, they give you about 3 years and it's a wrap for you. You hit 30 and you damn near in the grave. 50 and up, damn near they probably, if they could, have a firing squad and take all of us out. You better watch out for these sick, twisted mindsets of these men. They would have took post Sarah out. They would have lined her up and they would have took her out. Firing squad, old women, we got to take you out. That's their mindset. But the Most High Yah got a plan for you women, just like he had a plan for Sarah at her old age. Bring forth the nation. You understand? That's right. That's what's up. Trying to tell you. Ladies, you have a value from the time you are conceived to from the time you come through that womb space, your mother's womb space. You're growing up, your development, the time you may have a baby. And then let me tell you another thing. And so it's women, I need you to understand, because some women, I know you are barren, right? Let's get into it. Let's get to this real quick before I get out of here. I know some of you ladies are barren, right? Just like Sarah. Sarah probably thought she was barren. Like, she probably thought that she could not even have a child, right? But it wasn't so. It wasn't her time. The Most High Yah has this plan in place for everybody's life. Ladies, some of y'all may be barren in your youth, in your prime, and cannot get pregnant at the time you think that it's time for you to get pregnant. Can't bring forth children. And y'all know the story of the two sisters, Rebecca and what's her sister's name? Y'all give it to me. Rebecca. Oh, I can't get the other sister's name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. And Rebecca couldn't bring forth children. We would consider barren. But her other sister could. Oh, what was her name? She was a sister that wasn't really preferred, in the marriage. Let me see. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm gonna have to Google it because that. Hold on. Let me see if I can go on. See if I can pull it up quick on YouTube or something. No, it's not. No, hold on. Let me go to Google. That's gonna bother me. I got to get the names right before I start talking, even though I'm be paraphrasing this story. What are the names of the two sisters in the Bible? One of them was barren. Let me see. And no, I have to rephrase that. Okay, it was Jacob, married two sisters. Leah, there we go. Leah and Rachel. What did I say? Rebecca, Lord have mercy. I'm glad I looked that up. I'm glad I looked that up. Leah and Rachel. Baby, let's get into it. Let's get into the story. I was talking about some women, because you got men out here only they hateful. They downright hateful, and they damn sure hate black women. Okay? And they perpetrating a fraud. Okay, they perpetrating a whole fraud. And I'm telling you, we all might have dark skin, but everybody, they not us. Okay, or you might have light skin and you just look black, but everybody not us. We are not all family. Our family may be way over overseas somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But just because they look like y'all, But anyway, I'm uplifted, and I'm teaching you the value that you have as women. Okay? And even if you're barren, such in the case of Leah and Rachel and Jacob, who originally, wow, you got men also talking about, you got men out here leading y'all to the pits of hell, the gates of hell. Matter of fact, you got men that got podcasts leading y'all past the gates of hell, straight to Shield. No, past Shield, straight to the bottomless pit. Okay? They teaching y'all about just straight up fornication. But that's a story for another day, lady. I'm going to get into that too. I'm going to keep them legs closed. Because you got men leading you straight to the pits, past hell, to the bottomless pit. But let's talk about this barrenness of some ladies. You might be in your prime. You might be thinking, I should be able to push out a baby. And you seeing 70-year-olds, like we saw earlier in the earlier videos, pushing out babies in 2025. And you 25 and can't push out a baby. You're barren. You got dry lands. Right? Such as Rachel. Jacob wanted Rachel first. You got men talking about, get this woman. Yeah, hunch on this woman. Yeah, then go to this woman. Yeah, hunch on this woman. Yeah, don't marry none of them. Yeah, just hunch on this woman. Yeah, got stupid shit like that. Jacob worked, 7 years for Rachel? 7 years, no pay? Because that's who he wanted to marry. And Rachel daddy said, this is a good old worker. He dedicated. This man dedicated. Rachel was beautiful, by the way. Beautiful, gorgeous woman. He was like, I'm gonna work this land for free, baby. I got to have her. Facts, right? I got to have her. She is beautiful. I'm about to work this land and marry her once I finish working this land. He worked that land so tough. And then the father said, well, he played, he was I ain't gonna say he wasn't a stand-up man. You don't do nobody like that. But there's a lot of folks out here will play you for a willy lump, play you for a whole fool. He said, oh no, you can't have Rachel. You're gonna have to marry my other daughter, Leah, because she got to get married first. Right? You gonna have to marry her. What? And matter of fact, you gonna have to work some more years. Got played for a fool. And Leah was, she wasn't all that. She was, she probably was a cute thing, but she wasn't all that like Rachel was a stunner. He was so dedicated for Rachel. This man worked he was forced to go out there to work for a woman. He ain't want Leah, her sister. He ain't want her. He was ready to work them 7 years plus, get Rachel and haul ass. Got hoodwinked. Working more years for a woman he ain't look at twice. Okay? Huh. He worked them years, got Leah, Rachel, and they booked it on out of there. Got a couple of calves, cattle, some sheep, and all that. They headed on out. Leah, the sister that just ugly as hell. Let me stop. Oh, let me stop being so mean. I'm sorry, y'all. She wasn't ugly as hell, but y'all know what I mean. She wasn't all that. Everybody got they ranges of looks. She out here pumping out babies left and right. Okay? She just fertile land. Okay? Ugly as hell, though. But she's spiteful. Just because, some of these men, I don't want you to be dressed up. I don't want you to wear no hair, no weaves, no flashes. I want you to look plain like Rachel. I want me a tomboy. I want me a Rachel. Okay, just plain. Okay, but hateful. Leah was hateful. Okay, spiteful. Okay, right? Spiteful of her own sister, just because she was ugly, plain Jane, walking around just looking tired in the face. Rachel probably pinched her cheeks in the morning, had her little rosy cheeks. You know what I'm saying? She probably got a little fat from the milk after making some buttermilk. Put a little fat, made her lips gloss, popping. Lip gloss was popping. Rachel was, she was about that life. She was gorgeous, but barren. Couldn't have no babies. But Leah thought she was spiteful. And this it's facts. You got to be spiteful, knowing you a woman to woman. You know my pain because you're a woman. I know you know my pain. You know my pain that I'm his first choice. By the way, Leah knew that. I'm Jacob's first choice. You his choice by daddy. So Leah had a little spite, a little hate, and then she didn't want to dress up. Matter of fact, she probably thought Jacob didn't want her to dress up. It is what it is, Leah couldn't stand. She probably every time Rachel walked her beautiful self past with her garments blowing in the wind. She said, "That's okay. You still can't have no babies." Right? She pumping up these babies left and right. But let me tell you something. God knows when he want to put something, do something, make something happen. And all that time, Leah with her tomboy looking self dried up in her face. You know, there's some men out there like that. You know, hey, to each their own. Because some women don't want it. Some women don't want to be bothered. I'm not, I don't, get all dolled up every day. But when I do, that's my prerogative. You feel me? Don't be hating on me. Some men be hating. Hey, stay your ass in a man's place. If you don't like it, look the other way. Look for them tomboy looking women, okay? Don't look this way. Because this ain't what you want. Leah waltzing around looking pretty, hair blowing in the wind. She probably added some beads on it. You know what I'm saying? And some men don't want you to be dolled up because they don't want other men looking at you because they let me tell you a secret. Some men got low self-esteem. They want they women looking dusted and busted. So no other man gonna look at them. So they don't have to prove themselves as a man. Hey, look, they don't come up on my woman now, man. I just say it. So, anyway, back to Rachel and Leah. Leah hating on Rachel because Rachel just gorgeous, but she barren, can't have no children. Let me tell you something, ladies. Just because you barren now, you can't have no children, don't mean your value is gone. Keep getting dressed up. Keep looking, doing you. Because you don't know what the plan the Most High Yah has for you. Your man gonna come along. Your baby gonna come along at the time that your baby is supposed to come along. And sometimes women, you might not be Rachel and be blessed to, go through some years of barrenness and then, wind up finally having a baby. Some women, you are barren your whole life. That's right. You are barren your whole life and you don't understand why. I'm telling you, this stuff is deeper than what you think it is. This spiritual and generational curse is deeper than what you think it is. And sometimes your barrenness has something to do with past sins of your forefathers that passed along spiritually. That's another story for another day. That's something deeper that we can tap into also. Don't let these raggedy ass men who is got low self-esteem, they damn self, try to look prettier and better than you, probably take longer than you in the damn mirror in the bathroom to get ready, tell you ain't worth nothing and your value ain't nothing. Especially if you young and you can't have no babies, you barren for life. Sometimes you barren from accidents, things that happen. Sometimes you've been taken advantage of. Things happen. It's some horrendous stories I've heard out here. I want you to hold your damn head up. You heard me? Don't listen to these raggedy ass men telling you ain't got no value. Your value is not only about you producing a bundle of joy. Because if you was barren and the Most High felt you wasn't valued enough, he smooth take you up out of here. Why the hell he need you walking around here kicking up dust and you ain't valuable enough to do nothing? Don't listen to these men who sit on this earth just right along with you and try to look down at you. Look down their nose at you. Tell you ain't got no value when the Most High sits high and looks low. Okay? You continue on with your life and continue on praying to the Most High Yah and let him lead you through this path that we call life. This school system down here. Because these men will have you thinking you ain't got no value, my sisters, and have you sitting there ready to slice your wrist. Because all they think of you as a woman is your value of you spreading your legs open and giving them your good until they tired of it. And then if they ain't married you and they plan to have a baby with you and you can't have a baby, and then they want to put you on a shelf, baby, let me tell you something. You better hold your damn up high and take it to the Most High Yah. Because these sand dune niggas out here with platforms back then and to this day, hating on black women, the blueprint will have you committing suicide. I'm trying to tell you. Have you smooth take yourself up out of here. Oh, but let's round it up. Let's wrap it on up. Take it to the bridge. I'm gonna take it to the bridge. You know, I started with Sarah. Because I had to start with the old ladies. Because these niggas hate old women. They hate their mamas. When they say they hate old women, half of them glad their mamas is dead because they hate old women. They can't love an old woman. Because if they say they love them and they speak negative about them, they are devil because they got a forked tongue. They got a forked tongue. You know what that means? They speak in two different stories, lies out, two different sides of their mouth. A forked tongue, a serpent tongue, lies. How you say you love your mama, got honor and respect for your mama, and you sitting here and y'all talk negative about an old woman. You better sit back, Jack. Your hands too black. You look like a monkey on the railroad track. Oh, Lord, you better get back off me, okay? You lying snake. I see you. I got the eye. I got the sight. I see reptiles, and they raw form, and I see you trying to cloak yourself as one of us. You a reptile. That's right. You a reptile. I see you. You don't like no black women. You don't like the bloodline of the Most High Yah. Because we coming for that ass. We coming for that ass. You know why you don't like us? Because we are the keepers of the books. That's right. We set y'all around the campsites. We told you the stories of what happened before you came about. What happened in our time. What happened. The storytellers. You hate us. We tell you that you have the knowledge. You contain the Akashi records for your damn self inside. That's right. And they hate that. They want to tell you these old women ain't no good. And men, you don't need to love an old woman. What she got to offer? Knowledge. She is wisdom. Who wouldn't love wisdom, baby? Who wouldn't love wisdom? I tell you who wouldn't love wisdom. The serpent. The reptile. The father of lies. That's who doesn't love wisdom. So he'd rather kill wisdom. And you know wisdom is a woman. That's right. The spirit of wisdom is the Ruach Kadash. Is a woman. A spirit being. That doggone reptile would rather take out every old lady and wouldn't want you men to be married to an old lady. They'd rather have you fornicate till you die instead of love on an old woman with wisdom. And sit back and be able to tell the younger folks, this is how it went down. Don't turn down that street. That's the setup street. Don't do that. This might be what you need to do. They don't want you to be able to love on an old woman and be able to tag team this old woman with you, whether you be older or younger. They don't want that to happen. They ain't never wanted no power team, super twins, activate, none of that. You heard me? They want to take you out when you're young, use you and abuse you when you're in your prime, and sure enough put you in the grave before your time. The serpent, the reptile. I'm telling you, there's things that walk amongst us that look like us, but baby, they are not us. They are cloaked. They are cloaked. And they'd rather see us demolished, destroyed. I'm telling you, that's why the Most High Yah sent 2 angels to deliver that message to Abraham about his wife. old man loving an old woman. Let me send these two angels down here. I need a warrior and a messenger. That's right. Because the serpent, them podcast, sand dune niggas out there spreading lies. But my nation is going to come forth out of old folk. You see, the problem is with the serpent. He is an ignoramus. The problem is with the serpent. He want to be like the Most High Yah so damn bad. He ain't nothing but a damn copycat. Nothing but a damn copycat. He want to be like my father so bad. And my father makes moves, make folks' heads turn. You see? I'm telling you how my father moves so smooth. You gonna be doing, you gonna be looking down the hall, down the corridor, in the building, the hall, and my father already on top of the damn roof, stomping down your buildings, trampling your cities. Well, you thinking we about to come through the hallway shooting, and we stepping on from high. You understand? The serpent is an ignoramus in meat suits, thinking he's smart, thinking he know the plan of the Most High Yah. Always thought he was smart. He out here knowing that a savior was coming. A king, baby, was about to walk this mother sucker earth to save his people. He about to lay it on the line. He about to let his blood drip to the ground. Because y'all's killing up all the doves and the birds and the bees out here trying to repent for your sin. He said, I'm going to send a king down here. That's right. A king to save my people from their sins. And that doggone serpent with his so wise he dumb. His ass literally looking for a king. He looking. He get the 411 from his nincompoops, his minions. There's a king coming. Save his people. We heard king is here to save his people. He on the way. A king? I'm the king. Ain't no king coming to say, I'm the king that rules over these people here. This is the serpent seed. You see, thinking he wise. I'm fine with every king. Keep the lookout looking. Oh, they come back. Oh, the king is there. Well, we thought it was a grown-ass man. The father, they God is slick. He done sent the king in the form of an infant. That's right. When y'all always looking one way, my father already had the master plan. He was going the other way. He could have said, you know that they could have stepped down on this earth smooth like that and wiped all us out of here. Talking about a damn king. You looking for a man, he sent an infant. A nation of people that's great, that's going to be birthed on this land, greater than the sands of the sea. Well, go look for all the young popping girls and all the youthful men. Where these nations going to come from? He put the seed into an old man and the fruit into an old ass woman. But the damn dumbass serpent, he always looking the other way. I'm telling you, my father's smarter than you think. And he put wisdom into me, insight, and I see you for who you are. And I see all you serpent seed niggers and nigrettes. Okay? You will not take down us. The plan has already been enacted. We have already won. The victory is ours. So you sit back and watch the show. Or you can become the show. It's your choice. But my women, the women of Yah, the daughters of Zion, we are here, baby, in full force. And we are valuable. Whether we are from the infant almost to the grave. As long as we walk in this realm, get the hell out of our way. Understood? Understood. Ladies, mount up. I'm out and much